So this is totally random, and if I'm getting so good at this, it's easy just to go random like this. It's cool to do this. Man, do you have like a heater blasting or something?
I live on a busy road. I'm sorry, there's traffic sometimes. Would you want me to mute myself when you talk?
No, you better be sorry. I'm just kidding. So it says JS. Hi, Jeane't Schneider. We may destroy each other during this as well, which is fun. But Jeanet's gonna follow my lead here, and this is just we're regular people. That's what's cool about this. Uh, it's cool that Jeane't is in Ohio, and I
OH.
always, I always tend to notice the Ohio energy. I just made a couple of videos, and let
Them
me.
Buckeyes are killing it this year.
Are they? I didn't even recognize. But let me show you
Stop.
these. I didn't. I if it pops, I
The
know.
Browns suck.
Yeah, I did a couple of stories connected to Ohio State. I don't know if they were in like the Peach Bowl or whatever. I don't know, but I think I covered the team
Yeah.
that beat them. Uh, so man, how do I use this thing? Oh, okay. So this is what I want to share here. All right, right here because look, I covered. Look at this Ohio energy, and that's not the reason why you're here because we're not necessarily going to talk about this. But look, you got the LeBron James energy again. And we had that Ohio murder, and this is totally random.
23.
Yeah, and this is totally random. So we're not necessarily going to focus on one thing. That's what's cool about this. It's just stress free, and we can just kind of bounce around for 20 minutes or whatever. But today is 114. And I made this video right here yesterday, January 14, what to expect. And it completely landed 100% because look over here, it's still up. You see that right there? LeBron James equals 114, and that's today's date. So what I brought up was that's LeBron James energy. And in that video, which I made yesterday, I told everybody keep an eye out for LeBron James news, Diddy news, because Diddy's birthday is November 4th, 114. And I also
And
found out
that's like the day before election, so that's
that's
interesting too.
that is interesting. And even January 13, 113, politics equals 113. So does BS. But what's amazing is we found out that was Dave Grohl's birthday as well, who was Nirvana, Foo Fighters, I think it was Slick Rick's birthday, the rapper, Apollo Creed who was in Rocky. But anyways, I covered that video yesterday. I made that video. And then now that we hit today, I'm actually working on current decode, and it shows LeBron energy one more time, which is amazing. So
So, can I say something real quick, man? I just got a little download with this stuff going on. So, you said number 23 is connected to LeBron James, right? So, if
yeah,
we
because
use like the numerical code, like 2 equals B, right? Which would be a bull, right? I'll get into it. 3 equals C. C can be Cancer and Jupiter, right? Jupiter is
right.
the largest planet. We go to the third largest planet, which is Uranus, which is in Taurus right now, which is the bull, 23, right?
Well, that's
Interesting.
interesting.
Interesting
I don't mean to
is
cut you
that
off.
Uranus it will stay in Taurus until it shifts into Gemini by late April, and it will stay in Gemini until 2032.
32 is a
Right?
23 reflection. So
Exactly.
let's bounce off of each other here because I'm not
But that's
I'm not
interesting, right?
Well, what's interesting about that? So let's bounce off each other right here because I'm not 100. That's not my forte, what you speak on. But when you say a few things, like you say Taurus and the Bull, that makes me think of Michael Jordan and the Bulls, right?
Right.
And I don't know if you were thinking that when you said that. Were you?
But
Because if not, this is how we come together, right?
well, we're talking about basketball, so the bull is a metaphor for Taurus, is kind of would
Yeah,
be, especially with sports and
and
the
it all,
crossovers there.
and when we have different types of decoders, it all connects, and the different aspects of decoding, it all comes back to the same thing, or like it's under the same umbrella, right?
Right.
That's interesting. So, you said a couple other things in there.
And what's crazy is the other thing that I wanted to say is that this year Uranus will be in retrograde during LeBron James' birthday, because isn't his birthday in December?
Yeah, and LeBron James is a Capricorn, which is like the goat and the horns.
Right. So Uranus goes into retrograde this year, 9/10/2026, which is the day before 9/11. Interesting, right? And it'll stay there until February 8th of 2027, and that's 150 days.
Okay. Is there?
And
Do you
it's
have something with
and right
150?
now it's at 5 degrees.
So 2
in
plus 3 is even 5,
Yeah, so that's interesting, right? Because Uranus is in Taurus at 5 degrees right now, today.
right? And you know what's amazing? Tell me what you said again about September 10th.
Well, that's the day before 9/11, which is interesting because, we also have the election day prior to 11/4. So
But you
that's
said
an
something else.
interesting.
But what else did
Oh,
you
that
say about September 10th?
September 10th is the day that Uranus will be going into retrograde in Gemini.
And that's 2026. That's interesting because that's that Charlie Kirk death,
Right? I thought that
September
was
10th.
pretty interesting. And it was also during the same time as LeBron's birthday. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Also, with the 15 energy, in the tarot, that's connected to the devil, which is
And
connected to the behemoth, which is connected to the goat.
okay, and I'm not sure if you knew this, but this is why I love doing this because we can come together. You see how LeBron James right there has 66,
Right?
and even just LeBron equals 66 right there, and he plays for the Lakers, and Lakers equals 66. And we know that they've raised us in this world. When we think of sixes like that, we think of 666, which I guess could have different meanings, but we kind of associate it with like the devil, Lucifer, hell, fire. Even
The mark
LeBron,
of the beast.
yeah,
Ah.
and even LeBron played for the Heat, and he didn't win a championship until he went
And
to
isn't his
Miami.
kid playing basketball now or some stuff?
Yeah, yeah, he plays on the same team with his son Bronny, but at the same time, his other son Bryce is committed to U of A, the Arizona Wildcats. Even that's his son, right? And in Arizona, we have the Phoenix Suns, kind of like a play on words there, because even his other son Bronny was
Well,
rumored to get drafted by the Phoenix Suns. Son is
and
connected
even
to
if you take it into
well,
consideration, like you have the son of what would be a god or something,
yeah, right, and
because he's like an idol.
right, and if
What is
Richard,
it? Doesn't idol equal something?
what in the language?
Yeah.
I don't. That's interesting to look. I'm kind of curious. Idol has 40 and 22, and look, there's that 23. You know
And
what?
it also has that 23. Yeah, that's what I thought.
But look, basketball equals 68, and LeBron James equals 42 like Lakers. So look, you get Idol 40 and 22 like 42. Basketball equals 68, and there's that 23. You see, look at this. Basketball 68, LeBron James 42. And let's get back to this 183 for a minute. But look, Lakers equals 42. So that's amazing on the fly. Now let me show you again. And remember, LeBron James, L like Lakers. He plays with Luka Doncic now. Luka L like Lakers. There's probably some more symbolism with these names as well in history. But you see that 183 with LeBron James right there? Is it Mark of Beast? Or Mark? I think it's Mark of the Beast. Damn, I can't. I don't know what it is, but one of something like that has the 183 as well. I don't know why I never remember it. Damn, but something like that. I believe there's a 183. Is it Beast? I don't know. I can't remember right now. But interesting, huh? So you see how we can just kind of go random like this, and the reason why it's not hard is because the world is legitimately ran on like these patterns, you know? And you know what, Jeane't, what you brought up in our like private messages earlier is tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. King, and LeBron is known for his nickname.
Yeah.
James, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just these patterns, and that's why we can just hit record and we can just make a video, because we're not making this stuff up. We're not making this stuff work.
Well, and what I was telling you, that 33 connection to Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, that's pretty interesting. Also, if you look into the KKK connection to the Freemasons, so
You got K like King as well.
right.
Yeah,
I know it's a sensitive topic, but you know, this is the reality.
I mean, we didn't come up with this stuff. We're just like reporting on it, right?
Yeah, it sucks, you know, because this is the world, you know, unfortunately.
I mean, look, we were tricked our whole life, and then later in life we find out everything's fake, and then it's like, oh, okay, and then we just got to work with the hand we're dealt. Like, it's not our fault.
Man, I know that you covered that case a while ago. Since we're on the fly here, wanted to hear your thoughts, you know, with this case again trending, because you know, like I like that aspect of the gematria with the cases and stuff. You know, that Gypsy Rose case is going freaking wild. I guess there's like some crazy BDSM videos and stuff going on, and
is it still popping up or what?
Yeah, it's like fire right now.
Right here. She's July 27 on the birthday. I know I think I covered
it. Look up her FOIA videos.
FOIA?
Those are on YouTube. They're nuts, man. It's like there's like this connection to some BDSM cults, possible trafficking, and all this weird stuff that's coming out on this case.
It's almost like it's just a story, like soap opera, to just keep people like tied into it for.
Well, and it's sad because there's a guy that was set up that she hired for murder that's in prison forever, and she's out having a kid, and she like groomed this kid,
right,
with a disability. It like shows you that like America doesn't care about anybody that has disability. It's kind of like the message that they're sending. If you don't have resources to pay for your rights, you're not going to have any rights.
Or unless it just fits into the right narrative at the time of what's being backed in society. But whenever I look up a character right here and it's got it's got like a three, she's got like three names and she's got a birthday and she's not a celebrity. That's how I know it's just a story and it's like a character they're pushing. Or like she's related to somebody on the world stage, and this is like, it could be any kind of negative story, but it gets your name out there. Like nobody knew who I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was before he got assassinated. He gets assassinated. He's the #1 Google search.
The alleged tent memes changed my mind.
Let me. I'm gonna do this real quick because I need to be briefed on it as well. Explain the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case. So we see right.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't trust the internet, man.
Well, you gotta go, but you gotta go off of the info they give you because it's just a story, and that's just what you can't go off of any of it, really. You just, if you want to decode it, you can use the information. Other than that,
the whole story is based upon her hearsay, so it's kind of like, and it's coming out that she's a liar. And
it's a soap opera,
even in her, what's the crazy thing is in her interrogation, the detective Hancock, that interrogated her, he was like, you're creating a snowball effect, and you know what happens when the snowball, accumulates, and like you have the capacity to change your story and erase it. So they were like already programming into this person that it's a story. Right. It's like so, in plain sight.
So it says Gypsy Rose Blanchard case involves a woman who, after enduring decades of severe medical and physical abuse orchestrated by her mother, Claudine Dee Dee Blanchard, conspired with her online boyfriend to murder her mother. And even June, there's like that 6th month again. When I see Dee Dee, I'm thinking of the 4th letter of the alphabet, DD, which is 44. And kill equals 44. That the name Gypsy.
Well, and it also kind of makes you wonder if there's a connection to that Stranger Things because of the D&D, I'm
not really familiar with that.
The Stranger Things show.
I've heard of it. When I see everything with the language, I see this, right? Gypsy, a member of a people, and sometimes within the language, you get your answers right in front of your face. A member.
Well, I guess that's people. This girl, Gypsy Rose, like tried to kill her mom like numerous times. Like her mom was really sickly, and like she pretended to be sick to get attention. Lied to everybody.
And then it's like,
and then her mom found out and tried to take disciplinary action, and she killed her.
Well, they paint a picture though where there's two sides, and it's like, well, who do you support? Who was wrong? Obviously, murder isn't something that.
Well, I think they're both wrong. Like both of those. Like everybody in the situation was wrong. Honestly, like
did they say? What kind of specific sickness did they say Gypsy Rose?
Well, according to like. They found out that she had like this chromosome deletion, which had caused a lot of her symptoms. And, with children, sometimes children can go out of symptoms too, but when they're children, they have more symptoms. So it really was like, there was a point in time where she was in a facility for like 3 months because they were trying to figure out why she wasn't gaining weight before they even put like a feeding tube into her, the child. So like if the child was being abused, she had 3 months in a facility away from her mother to say, hey, help me.
All right. There's a lot going on with this case because it's like.
Yeah, it's insane. And it's like crazy right now.
Persuaded her boyfriend, you get that aspect.
Yeah, that's a RICO. Essentially she paid him $500 from my understanding.
And I hear about a lot of this in real life too, with mothers like following
Yeah.
that narrative of their child being sick and always taking them to the hospital and stuff. That's just from my viewpoint. They said suffering from leukemia, muscular dystrophy, and other serious illnesses. And she was released Thursday from prison on whenever that was. I don't. And you get
That was like
misery.
in the December 28th of 2023.
You
Is
get
my
misery.
memory.
You get misery right there too, Missouri. Excuse me. I got the Celsius I'm rocking right now. Man, I remember that picture right there. That was at least a
Yeah,
year ago.
right? It's
Yep.
creepy.
That was at least a year ago. So I'm just gonna click on trending news and let's just see if anything else popped up real quick. And maybe we can get like 12 more minutes in here. It's just
Well, what's crazy is like all this stuff is coming out, and it seems like only social media is willing to cover it. Like the media isn't willing to cover anything pertaining to this case. So it's weird.
Kiefer Sutherland arrested.
Oh
Right.
dear.
In Hollywood. Here, let's look up his birthday real quick. Kiefer Sutherland. His birthday just passed a few weeks ago. I mean, come on, man. His birthday's even 9 days before LeBron James. LeBron James' birthday, December 30th. Even with that 42 with LeBron James, 12/30 is his birthday. 12 plus 30 is 42.
His age is 59, which equals 14 today's date.
And Michael Jordan even equals 59 in the language. I mean, this stuff is wild, man. Even 5 plus 9 is 14, and today's 114. I mean, this is how you
That's
see
what
how
I
this,
just said.
this how you see how this stuff's all. Look at how Kiefer Sutherland is born in 66. LeBron James, Lakers all equal 66. Isn't this stuff wild? Like, it's just all connected like that. And hey, Kobe Bryant's death date anniversary is in a few days. Look at this guy's full name. Good Lord. Kiefer William Frederick Dempsey George Rufus Sutherland. Like, talk about taking out your parents. Oh my God. Man. So what did this guy do? He's trending. We're just going to look at this real quick. Let's scroll down. Alleged assault on a rideshare driver. What the hell is a rideshare driver, Jeane't?
Fuck if I know. That
Is
must
that like
be
a
like a
Uber?
British thing.
Is that like a Uber or what? I don't know.
I don't know.
You got rideshare driver. Let's enter a couple. Man, I don't want to enter that full name. I might have to.
9/1, like the day that Uranus goes into retrograde.
Let's look. Let's put a couple of things in here.
I have no what a rideshare driver. I've never heard of that.
All right.
77.
This is gonna all be on the fly right here, and it doesn't mean any of it's gonna land. I'm gonna enter his full name if I can find it again. Now, what movies? Okay, look, this is kind of what he's known for right here. Sometimes you get some clues in there as well. Like he may have a movie called Take a Ride with Me or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything that pops there. Or there may be
The
something.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, I know the name, but I'm not like really familiar with them. It's got an interesting name. Let me grab this full name real quick. Do we see anything in his full name there?
Rufus.
Well, anything that we think of that connects to what's going on right now? I don't really notice anything. Let me put his full name over here. And damn, look at that full name. That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, there's some numbers there I'm working on right now. Oh man, I guess I gotta check my phone real quick. Rideshare driver. I don't know. It just makes me think of like a Uber or something. Yes, I'm just responding to a message real quick on here. Kiefer Sutherland. So I don't see anything huge with those numbers right there. What about just today's 114? What about just rideshare? Let's put rideshare, and I kind of want to know what it is too. Let's see, rideshare. I don't see anything really major there with that. But anyways, oh, you don't. You're still on this page, huh? All right. So he's December 21st. Let's this is a story I'm working on right now. Look at this story right here.
His birthday is 12/21/33.
What do you mean 12, 20? What do you mean? Oh,
12.
2 plus 1. Yeah, okay, 12, 21. 1, 2, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I see that. I see that. So look, this is a story right here I'm working on, and even this story right here connects to LeBron James. This guy just died. And I'm not really going to give up the details on it, but this is actually what I'm working on right now. John's got the J, like James. And a lot of this information here, again, connects to LeBron James. So I don't know. That'll be released later on video. Is there anything else that you want to bring up while we have a few minutes, or anything else that we can cover for a few minutes that you want me to look at real quick?
I don't know.
All right. So today is January 14. We got the MLK Jr. birthday tomorrow. Again, that connects to King James. And I'm out here in Arizona, and we're the last state to recognize his birthday as a holiday. I thought I heard some kind of rumor like they were trying to take it away or something. I don't know. Let me see if I can share that. Right. See, so that's tomorrow. And a lot of people said when Charlie Kirk got assassinated that he was the white Martin Luther King Jr. And by the code and by these patterns, there may be something to that, because a lot of this stuff repeats, maybe in a different form. Even killing equals 115. Like there's Trump energy. Trump equals 29. There's that character in the past called Martin Luther in history. King's got the K like Kirk with the 4 letters. Obviously, they say Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
Well, there's also, Charles Luther Manson.
Is that his name? Oh, yeah, you brought that up, huh? That's interesting.
And he was like predicting race wars and stuff like that in the 60s and 70s. And there's this big 6-7 thing going on, like even with South Park now.
Hold on. You're saying Charles Manson's got Luther in his name? I don't see it here.
His full name is Charles Luther Manson.
Let me see if it's on the Wikipedia. I don't see it. How do I have that pop up? It says Charles. I don't see the Luther.
That's his full name.
I know sometimes it'll pull up when you don't ask, maybe. Man, he died 7 days before, or 7 days after his birthday as well. I'm not seeing the Luther part. If you find out a way that I can show it and pull it up, I'll pull it up right there.
Well, just see if you can Google Charles Luther Manson.
I'm doing it. Oh, yeah, good point. Let's see.
Because he also has a child that's named after him, too.
Oh, there. It says that right there. Charles Manson fathered 3 kids. That's interesting because that's like Charlie Kirk as well, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting. He fathered 3 kids, sons Charles Manson Jr. Okay, so it looks like his son's middle name is Luther.
Yeah. Charles Luther Manson.
That's interesting. That's interesting, and you even
He
get the
also has a child that's named Valentine, which Valentine's Day
that's
is like
amazing.
a month away today.
And you
30
get
days away. 3 connection.
Manson's got the M like Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
And why we're here, and this is, how would you describe Manson? Like cult leader, basically cult leader, kind of. But you know what's in? Look, there's other guys named Manson on the world stage that I'm aware of. I just
Like
want to look.
Marilyn Manson or whatever.
You're right. And there's a couple of hockey players I'm aware of. I mean, when you hear that name.
And didn't he just drop an album or something?
Probably. He's got, look, and his birthday was the other day, Jeane't.
Yeah.
So it's like, how did we get here for a reason? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. And his birthday was the other day, man. Okay, and look,
you want to know what's crazy is Valentine's Day. They have that Wuthering Heights movie dropping with that Margaret Robbie chick.
Oh yeah, I don't see a new album here. I see one in 2024, but I don't know.
I think that's why he's touring, is because he has an album that's like dropping singles like on YouTube and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know this hockey player Josh Manson. I was looking for a November connection with Charles Manson. I know there's another hockey player, Dave Manson. That's interesting. Look at this hockey player's birthday's in a couple days, and he's got the last name Manson. That's interesting as well. So I don't know how we get to this, but we started with the Martin Luther King birthday. That's cool, man. So Martin Luther King's birthday is tomorrow, and we end up to Dave Manson, and then Dave Manson's birthday is 12 days later. It's a former hockey player. Interesting. So I think that's good for this session. I like to do these where it's like not really stressful, or we have to put a lot of time. My phone's blowing up now, which is cool. As I'm involved in some other businesses going on.
Yeah.
And where the hell's the StreamYard tab? Oh, it's back over here. Cool. So yeah, I like doing this. Really no pressure. I think it was maybe 30 minutes, and where we just hit record and just hit on some topics like that. I feel like that's the easiest way. And especially if we can come together like this, where we don't have to plan anything or whatever. But and I probably didn't introduce you well as well. Normally you have your name there, but Jeane't. Or if she ever becomes famous, it's gonna be Jeane't Schneider.
I'm never gonna be famous. I don't want to be famous. I want to live a life of seclusion.
My name's Matthew, but if I ever become famous, you're gonna have to spell it like Mathieu, like I'm a
I thought you were gonna spell it like French.
Yeah, I think that is like French or something. I don't know. So this is my Daily Decodes 812 channel, and this is just Jeane't Schneider out of Ohio joining me during her coffee time, and we'll try to come back and we'll try to do this again. And just like on the fly, not planned, no stress. I appreciate your time. I'll end it right here.
Thank you for having me. I always love hanging with you, man.
Appreciate you. And I'll end this right here, and then we'll just chat for a minute. Okay, cool. So I appreciate anybody out there watching this. Peace.